Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how y'all keeping? This is the ThePandaPuncher, yes, ThePandaPuncher. Welcome back to Let's Play Dwarf Fortresses Part 9. And yeah, Part 8 went on a wee while. Kinda got caught up in what I was doing and ended up with a 50-minute video, so try not to do that again. Easier said than done, I suppose, whenever you do get sort of lost in a game. One of the reasons is because the software I'm using to record Dwarf Fortress is different from what I normally use. I normally use the sort of onboard software that comes with my graphics card, and it has the record timer up in the top left hand corner of the screen, and it's quite easy to see how long you've been recording for. But this one, the time is on another monitor, and you know, you're not always looking at the other monitor, you're looking at the game. So yeah, 50 minutes can go by very, very quickly indeed. So yeah, we left off creating this sort of large open area here, which is just going to be for mass storage. Primarily furniture and finished goods, because they are the two that we will have the most. And we actually didn't finish off this area here. We need to build, no, not build, dig, channel down. So yeah, where the cursor's on now, they're the archery targets. That's where our archers fire at to practice. And we need a way of sort of, they miss from time to time, as happens in practicing things. And yeah, the arrows can just, if they hit this wall here, they're just going to get destroyed. So if we actually create a channel behind it, the arrows will fall down one level, and for some reason that increases their survivability rate, and you can just go collect them, which is handy, I suppose. But our dwarves are going to be quite busy now mining out that big massive area we have earmarked for digging out. Sorry. And oh, we've got more people visiting. Actually, let's just see the state of our crocodile still caught. Go on him. Can't believe I was just about to sneeze there. So yeah, this is coming along nicely. We have a few people visiting, as far as I can tell. Look at the amount of we are 40 something less animals than we had at the height. Just because we turned on auto butcher just makes our lives so much easier. So we have a human crossbowman who is listening to poetry, and this guy he's just a bard, doesn't say his race. He is telling the poetry, so fair enough. Things are going nicely up here as well, but the frame rate does take a hit up here, and it's probably because we have, you know, crap tons of logs, animals, body parts, items on the trade depot which haven't been taken in yet because there simply isn't any space. And yeah, that's the primary purpose of this big beast of a room. So it is. So yeah, there's lots of gold still to dig out. Look, all the gold in this big long down part. Gold over there, gold up here, gold in the walls. It's kind of crazy. Another benefit of digging out this such a big area is that it gives our dwarves more stone. Oh, petitions available. Statue of Kez. Oh, the status of Kez Bride Warmth. Kez Bride Warmth wishes to reside in granite hours for the purpose of soldiering. Do you approve or deny? Now, Kez, here is the issue. I am pretty sure you're human, but if you turn out to be an elf, I swear to God, let's approve. Now, if we go to unit list, that guy's name was Kez. Yes, oh, human bowman. Ugh. Okay, let's set up a military squad. Another archer squad, and the leader of this one shall be, I'll make it Betsy, why not? And you're gonna have Kez, the Thinatul human bowman, and let's rename this squad to Betsy's Mercs. So this will be any squad or anybody that joins our fort for the purpose of soldiering. We'll put in the Betsy's Mercs and we just have a complete mercenary squad. Sure, why not? Nothing else strange running around. Just a cave crocodile that's caged. We have a pond grabber and a skunk, and yeah. Still one of those. Oh, that grey langur is caged. Nice. That's right, we caged him at the end of the last episode. Whoops. Oh, we have a mare. When did that happen? Huh. Okay, so from time to time, as your fort grows, you'll attract more nobles, or you'll have sort of people just taking the role. You can have people become barons, baronesses, mayors, and other little things that come in. And then, of course, your fortress can become the new seat of power for your whole dwarven sort of faction, and you have a queen to contend with. So anyway, Worf has decided that he is mayor. He needs a decent office, decent quarters, decent dining room, 2 chests, 1 cabinet, 1 weapon rack, and 1 armor stand. Now he has most of that, or he has a few of that with his default room, but that is just not going to be good enough in the long run. So now we get to plan our first noble room. And I'm thinking, I did say I was going to leave here to be some of the religious stuff, but I think, you know, instead of digging out, oh, I forgot we had the library going as well. Huh. Right, how much space do we have up there? Okay. There's a decent amount of space down that way. I don't think we have a lot this way. No, we don't. That's as far as we can go, right? And then that means we have a pile of room left. I did say I wanted to sort of keep the religious buildings for this sort of thing and do like they could be, I don't know. Right, last new floor please. Is there anything down below this? That is the tavern. The tavern can stay that size. If we want, we can have a new tavern. And yeah, let's get Worf some quarters. Okay, so his office shall be, I do have a sort of set style in the way I do this kind of stuff, and actually this is going to take a bit of planning. Won't be mining all these quarters out, it's just there for reference, just to just to keep myself right in the whole mining things. Right. So we need some meager office, or decent office, decent dining room, and a good bedroom. So bedroom should be 5 by 5. That just makes sense. Actually, you know what? Let's just go all out. 7 by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we shall have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. What we should have done though is come 1, 2, another 2 down. And done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. Done and done. There is one set of rooms. You know what? We shall just go and fire in a second one, just in case we get someone else, because that's more than likely we're going to, because the fort is continuing to amass lots of wealth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have just recorded a macro for this and make my life a lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. I shall probably do the same like down this side. You know, there'll be a mirror image of each other, but one of the rooms will be for our if we take a look at our nobles. Captain of the Guard, I think it is. Yeah, it's either Captain of the Guard or Hammer. You can get sheriffs and all that stuff later on as sort of rules develop. They're basically the justice of the fort, and they do require extra rooms for prisoners. so they won't follow the exact same design here. So we do have weapon racks all made. We have some statues about. We have armor stands. We do have, well, beds and chests and coffers and all that stuff continuously being made. So shouldn't be. No, let's resume. It'll help. So it should help. Well, everything just seems to be going nice and smooth so far, which is good to see. Oh, oh, someone's taken back. Oh, Shishindobok, the blacksmith, has been possessed, which means he's going to create an artifact or a masterpiece, something. And what has he decided to take over? Is it a metalsmith forge? Because that means it'd be something interesting. Okay, Sakura, we don't care if you cancelled something. He's cleaned a metalsmith's forge. So which one has he cleaned? He's cleaned the one down at the bottom here. So let's take a look at what he requires. It's not telling me. Q. Ah, okay, here we go. And this is probably important to take note of. Just in case... Oh, he doesn't have any... He needs bars of metal. He needs bricks. And leather. Ooh, okay, he should be able to get all of this without having too much issue. So there he's got his bars of metal. Hopefully he can get his blocks. He's not stopping. If they just sit in there taking over, and there we go. He is starting a mysterious construction. If they get stuck in their sort of workshop without starting their construction, it means they're looking for a material that the fort currently does not have. And that can be a problem in the long run because they get whiny, they can throw a fit and just go insane and start attacking your dwarves, and you don't want that because that can that can cause a tantrum spiral. One dwarf just having a tantrum is bad, but if he then causes other dwarves to have a tantrum because of falling out and fighting and all that kind of stuff, then your fort can go downhill very, very quickly. There's many ways in which Dwarf Fortress tries to destroy your life, and tantrums is just one of those. Simple as. Oh, build, trap, cage. Need to finish that. Oh, we've got a lot of cage traps. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Top one's up 8 now, so this one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is just to ensure that, you know, like whenever those grey langpur things coming in, that they go away. Yes. You know what? I'm going to do them the whole way around the wall. Well, until I run out. But the plan will be to have it all the way around. And on that note, actually, let's queue wooden cage, please. Let's get quite a few of these going, because we will need to replace them, as I said before, because unless you take the animal out of the cage that it's trapped in, it's just stored in a storage place. So, you know, you just need a constant supply of cages unless you release the animal or do something along those lines, but then that causes headache on its own part, and you don't want to really get into that. Mechanism. I know there's an order to have a certain number of mechanisms in place all the time, but it's best just sometimes to just tell them to go and make some bloody fucking mechanisms. Right, how's the big massive square coming along? Oh, our hospital is looking well. It could probably do with smoothing, but again, that's not too much to be worried about right now. And Nish Shikabak Blacksmith has created Tess Kadshetbeth, a tin door. Really, you make a goddamn door? This better be one hell of an impressive door. So we had the crap turkey bone amulet earlier on, which was worth like 2,000 dwarf bucks. This is worth 7,200. I mean, fair enough. This is a tin door. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality, is encircled with bands of goose leather. On the item is an image of Lord That's the Dwarf and Dwarves in Tin. Lore is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf lore to the position of Queen of the Murky Syrups in the year 58. On the item is an image of Sakul Pine Syrup, the dwarf in Mudstone. So as you can see, this is the kind of thing that I was hinting at, you know, that a rich history, or allowing your world to generate a rich history, can start to create. Because this dwarf decided to create an artifact, and he decorated with images of, you know, this queen ascending to the throne. It's pretty mundane, but it's sort of, I mean, the whole page could have been filled there. But yeah, we now have a few more artifacts, and again, they're an artifact tin door. That could be something we could throw on someone's room, maybe a mayor, and you could have an artifact door. I like that idea. It's not the most impressive door in the world, but if we had a gold door, I'll be saving it for a queen or a barn or something like that. The mayor, he's just annoying. He's gonna ban the selling of something weird like floodgates. Or actually, what he's gonna do, I was just drinking there. What he's gonna do is demand the making of floodgates, and then he's going to ban the trading of them. Because mayors are batshit insane. There's another thief. That's fine. And actually, I need to just make sure we have the right animals all in here. No, we don't. There we go. Where do we go? Z, animals, please. Let's go to this, and maybe we need to change the numbers of what do we seem to have the most of? We do have a lot of chickens. Then that's always the case. Maybe not. I mean, cats are one to keep an eye on, but again, we don't have that many. Dogs, they butchered the hell out of them. Yeah, no, let's leave it. Let's leave it. Oh, we're nearly at 1 million created wealth, which is very good. But with created wealth comes self-created danger, so to speak, because lo and behold, sieges and all the fun stuff that happens in Dwarf Fortress is practically, you know, very much related to your wealth. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to. So in order to succeed, you have to create wealth, but in creating wealth, you also create the seeds of your own destruction. Right, let's start firing down a few stockpiles. There, that's all furniture. Don't need coins. Can get 1 row, so they can. Because I don't really have that many. Stone. Ooh, do I really want stone down here? We'll create some there. Wood. Not a bad idea to stick some wood there, but then obviously don't want it stored on the stairs. Some space for gems. Not that we've hit too many yet, but the deeper we dig, the more we will find. And yeah, gems, bars, blocks. I'm just thinking, do I want to keep them up in the... want to maybe keep them here. Not that we're running out of bars or blocks space there, but cloth. Where is my cursor? There we go. There's some cloth. Leather. You have to take into consideration that we buy a lot of stuff from the traders, or we take a lot of stuff from the likes of the elves or the humans. So it's kind of important that we have lots of room for the other items that you aren't creating yourself, like the furniture, like yeah, basically that. And then that can be finished goods, and boom, we won't have many idle dwarves for a while yet, because we have lots of space to fill. So yeah, we have all that wood. It's still lying up there that we cut down ourselves. We've got all the items on the trade depot that probably didn't have any space to go into. And then, due to the fact that we have lots of storage now, means we're going to have a lot of bins and barrels being used up. And then, of course, as a result of that, it means dwarves will be taken up recreating the bins and the barrels that we have always being ordered. So, lots of work to be done. Lots of work indeed. Right, now, let's go to that bedroom level and build us some cabinets. Planning mode, please. And won't be putting in the containers until after all the cabinets are placed, but then I've made that point before. And just to reiterate, the reason is because if I had the cabinets and the containers being placed at the same time, 2 dwarfs would head to the one room. One would be carrying the cabinet, one would be carrying the coffer. And if the guy with the coffer entered the room first, since his item's closer to the door, he'd start placing it there. The guy who carrying the cabinet would then come to the door. Nobody to get past because there's somebody blocking his way. And he would just drop the cabinet outside the room and go and do something else. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, and you just try to avoid those kind of things. But they're the kind of little idiosyncrasies that you learn over time. Right, had quite a few cabinets lying about. That's nice to see. And actually, yeah. Okay, the back room is done. Build, door. We're going to make his bedroom door the tin door. Tiskin Beth. I know that's not how it's pronounced. Leave me alone, you goddamn animals. Yeah, an ordinary door will do you fine there. Now here is where we need table. Planning mode, please. We'll build one table there. And then this is his dining room, so... And we don't need to put a table there. We need chairs. One chair there. And then we need planning mode for this because we won't have enough. And then we need to place a bed. Bed can go there. Build. Cabinet. What was the letter for it again? F. Yeah, 2 cabinets there. Armor stand. Yeah, that'll do. Another one there. You need a weapon rack as well, don't you? Yes, you do. I'm trying to remember where it is. It's R. Yeah, weapon rack there. And there. Let's put a statue in your dining room. Do we want to put it here though? Yes. And last but not least, we need to designate your room to be smoothed. So we do. Done and done. So now we wait for all those items to be put in his... Actually, no, you know, there's something we didn't remember to put in. We didn't remember? Yeah, we forgot. Yeah, didn't remember. Container. H. We need to put in some coffers. Put them beside the weapons rack. Not putting any of that stupid leather bag nonsense. We just nice granite coffers. Good sturdy storage for the mare. A lot of cages being created. Yeah, but I wish we could get some more fey moods and stuff and create some interesting artifacts. And now that I keep remembering, the tavern is fine for now. I don't think it's done. That tavern is what it is. Not going to change. But the library, it's different. Now, if we mark this whole area here, yeah, that's fine. It's obviously a meeting area. Assigned location, the earthen vault. And this place is going to be massive. Like, whoops. Go to this meeting area, assigned location, and yeah, you're part of the earthen vault too. Like, pause. Let's go to our locations. Well, granted, ours is the fort. Fair enough. We have one mercenary. Never really looked at this information before, but currently at the Rounded Snag or Quark's Tavern. Oh, I should have called it Quark's. It has everything it needs, and there's no rooms rented at the minute. Oh, no, no bookcases, no written objects. Total number of each to scribe. Okay. Boxes, bags, and common area, writing material, tables, chairs. It's gonna have a lot of tables and chairs. That's just the way it is. But what we do need to build is a bookcase. Alt plus C. Now, let's go. Oh, we only have one bookcase. That's pretty sad, isn't it? On that then, let's resume. But also make bookcase. Wooden bookcases, make 30 of them. Yeah, that's wood bookcase. 30. We'll throw in some rock ones just for the crack. Rock. Oops. Bookcase. 30. Yeah. Q. I know there's a order for this, but I just want more. Q rock chair. Nope. Thrown. So it is rock thrown and 30. So the latest update of Dwarf Fortress brought in the taverns, the libraries, the religious stuff, the visitors, and all that crack. And just like your dwarves with a fame create an artifact that has all this weird description, your dwarves can also write poems, write books, and all that kind of stuff. And the titles and descriptions of these books are equally as fascinating and interesting and randomly generated. So I kind of would like to create an industry that puts together books so that there's stuff for people to write on, be it scrolls or whatnot. But probably won't be doing that this video, simply because I'll have to go and look it up, and you know, I'm not going to sit here and have you look at a blank screen whilst I go look up some information. Now, last thing we're going to do before we head for the day is assign as much of this as possible. So unknown material table. Yeah, but you just okay. Make throne room. Oh, that'll be that size. Assign chair to the mayor, please. And press 1 so that it's always assigned to the mayor, even if the mayor changes hands. I don't know why that's all suspended. Needs furniture hauling. I know it needs furniture hauling, you idiot. And let's assign this as a bedroom. Let's make it the full size. Assign bed to Worf, the mayor, and then make it sure auto allocate to the mayor. Now, let's remove those and that. What is flashing red there? Plump helmet spawn. Build table. Let's take planning mode off. It needs access to table. Planning mode on. So yeah, let's, if we just take one quick look at our noble mayor, he currently has a modest office. He needed a decent. He has quarters. He needs decent quarters. He has no dining room. That's because we haven't got the table yet. But he has his chest, his cabinets, his weapon rack, and his armor stands. And look at that. He has a mandate. The export of earrings is prohibited. Let's enter his thoughts and preferences. Usually, when you're mayor or someone who does put out mandates, if you take a look at their thoughts and preferences, they can give you a sense of what they may ask for. So if we take a look here at the sort of first sort of light green text you come up across here, Worf likes mica, lead, aquamarine, crystal glass, lion, tamarind leather, the colour silver, earrings. So there we go. There's why he or she. The last art, she. That's why she has decided that you know what, I like earrings. You're not allowed to export them. Just cut that carry on out. Pigs for their snorts, the sound of the renown of ramparts, and the sight of the desert of sparkling. When possible, she prefers to consume whip wine and date palm flower stalks. She absolutely detests leeches. I've yet to find someone who loves leeches, but I suppose. There you go. And yeah, that will do it for this video. Yeah, I'm trying to just keep on top of the whole timing thing. And yeah, this video is over. Please go away, and until next time, goodbye and good luck.